So right now, a photographer friend is letting me borrow his computer because he has all of the programs that I use. Because that's the other thing, borrowing my computer, I need like all of my photo programs. So he had them. I'm able to borrow it. And here we are. Okay, but we're recording. So now I have to start. So let's go ahead and start standing. Standing at the back of your mat. I'm just standing behind mine so I can be in this screen. Feet underneath your pelvis, toes facing forward, feet are hip width apart, and just find yourself where you're at, where your body is leaning towards, where you're holding your weight. Just notice. And then let's start to ground through the feet, pressing big toe mound down, pressing pinky toe, pressing heel. Find that lightness in your arch. And the energy from your arch travels up the inner thighs, up into your pelvic floor, which already starts to tighten in your low belly. Your hip bones come in line with your pubic bone. Your navel draws in towards your spine. Your collarbone is wide. Your shoulders are dropping towards the floor. So you want to reach the fingertips down towards the floor and widen through your collarbone. So your back muscles are also working. And then just let the crown of your head go all the way up to the sky. Take a nice big inhale up. And exhale. One more time, big inhale up. Exhale to roll over to your toes. And just take a slight forward fold. So running the knees out here. Maybe your hands are on your shins, maybe they're to the floor. I've been getting up and doing yoga videos early in the morning. And I know when I first wake up, my hands are not touching the floor, so don't feel like they have to. If right now it's right here, that's totally fine. And then let's start to just straighten the legs and walk your hands to your plank position. So finding your strong plank position here. And let's just find a moment there. Slide the toe blades away from the ears. Draw the abs up and in. Lengthen through the heels, through the head. Wrap the ribs up and into the body. Press the floor away from you. Take one more breath here. And then your exhale will take it to downward dog, lifting the sit bones high to the sky. And you can pedal it out here. Breathe. And then your spine is a way to roll forward, articulating through your spine to find your plank. Hold here for a moment. Float the right leg up, point the toe, firm the glute, leg goes down. Left leg floats up, point the toe, firm the glute, go down and back to downward up, lifting the sit bones high. Take a breath there. And then rolling your spine back forward into your plank. Draw the navel up into the spine. Float the right leg up again. This time tap over to the left, tap up and over to the right. We tap and tap. Keeping everything out still. Firm glute that's allowing the leg to move. Abs are in. One more time. Go left, tap right, drop it back to the floor. Left leg floats up. Keeping your shoulders over your wrist. Tap over. You always have the option to be on your forearms. Up and over for 3. Breathe. And last one. Bring it back to center. Drop that foot and back into your downward dog. You can pedal the knees up here. Finding a little more length. Pressing both heels back. Let's lengthen the right leg up to the sky. Bend the knee. Open the hip to stretch open through the right side body. Letting the weight of the leg pull you open through that right oblique. We'll square the hips, step the right foot through, reach the right hand up to the sky, and just take a little twist here, finding some opening. And then bring that hand back down to the mat, step back into your plank, finding a moment here, and then lift the sit bones high for your downward dog. Take a breath there. Let's take the left leg up to the sky, bend the knee, open the hips, stretching out the left side. And we'll square the hip, bring that left foot forward, and then take your left hand up to the sky, take a little twist here. Getting some opening. And we'll bring that hand back down, step your right foot forward, roll your spine all the way up. We're gonna come into a quick set of squats. Feet are shoulder width apart, hinge at the hips, pushing your bum back, come up and squeeze the glutes. So you push back like you're hovering over your seat. Push the hips back, ground through your heels. Lengthen the arms forward, pull your abs in. So you're not just bending the knee, you're hinging at the hip. for 3, squeeze. 2, the last one, we're gonna hold it down. Last one, hold, little pulses down. Pulse down for 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, bring your hands back down to the mat. And then step all the way back out into your plank. Hold in the plank for a moment. Walk the right knee in underneath the pelvis. Walk the left knee in. Step the left leg out. Step the right leg out. Start with the left leg. Step in, out, out. 2 more each way. We go right, left, left, right, left, out, out. 1 more each way. As I'm forgetting which side. Left. Maybe back in the plank. Bend the knees. Press back, child's pose. Take a breath there. Let the knees be wide. Dropping your chest to the floor. Take a breath there. One more breath. And then you'll roll yourself up and all the way out onto your belly. All the way down onto your stomach, folding the forearms together, creating a pillow for your forehead here. Melt everything into the mat, shake the pelvis out. So your head is all the way down. My head's gonna go for a minute so you can just hear what I'm saying. Find that your hip points and pubic bone are connecting you down into the mat. Feel your belly drop up off of the mat. Your ribs are still wrapping into the body, and we'll float the right leg up off the mat. Engage the glute. And lower. Left leg lift. And down. Shoulders relax. Just engaging the glute to let the leg come longer out of the pelvis. It's not a huge lift, but it's a lengthen. Get longer, like someone's pulling you out of your pelvis, but keeping your pelvis still. Last one, single leg. And we'll draw those abs in, lift both legs up. And lower. Shoulders relax, lift both legs up. And down, both legs lift and hold, and draw circles, turn around and around. Shoulders now, and then reverse, circling back. Are your abs still drawing in? And last one, lower the legs, shake the pelvis out. Keeping the feet to the mat, the forehead to the hands. Start to just lift the elbows slightly off the mat. So your upper, everything is down. Just start to lift the elbows, draw the abs in. Keep that lifted elbows as you float your upper body in, enter to off the mat. Slide the shoulders away from the ears and lower everything down. So your airplane taking off, draw the abs in, lift. And lower with your breath. Load up. And lower everything down. Shake the pelvis out and extend the arms long to the front. Pressing the hands down and pulling your shoulder blades down your spine. So you're pulling the floor towards you to get your back muscles activated. So you feel what that feels like. Keep that as we now float right arm and left leg up off the mat. Pelvis stays still. And lower left arm, right leg. And right arm, left leg. And left arm, right leg. And both arms and legs lift off the mat if that feels good. And now we're gonna alternate arm and leg and turn it into a little spin. Flutter kick, arm and leg, kick, kick, kick. So if you slowed it down, it's just lifting opposite arm, opposite leg for 5. Or abs in 3, 2, and last one, lower down. Gently press yourself to your child's pose. Taking a breath there. And you'll bring yourself up onto your hands and knees. Coming into a cat stretch to drop your head, drop your tail, and then head up, tail up. Inhale, drop the head, drop the tail, pull your belly up into your spine, push your spine to the sky, head up, tail up. And all the way back to center into neutral spine, abs engaged as you extend right arm, left leg. Relax your right foot and bring it back to center, left arm, right leg. So simple movement we know, but really starts to turn the abs on. Keeping your pelvis still, telling all the other muscles to stabilize as you add movement. Keep the neck lengthened. The foot that remains on the floor, can it stay relaxed? It's not doing all the job of the abs. Last one each way. And then extend right arm, left leg, hold it. We open the arm and leg out to the side to challenge stability, bring it to center. Then we round the spine, the knee and the elbow touch, pull your abs in, reach it right back to neutral. Arm and leg move out to the side. It comes back to center around your spine, the knee and the elbow connect. And extend, open, out. Draw to center around the spine, knee and the elbow touch. One more time like that. Open the arm and leg away from the body, bringing it to center. Draw the knee and the elbow connect. Reach it right back out and hold. And then maybe you float the right leg up off the mat. Right foot, not the leg, because you have nothing on the ground. And then bring it back to center. One time into your cat. One time into your cow. Back into neutral to extend the left arm and the right leg. Square the hips. Open the arm and leg away from the body. Scoop it back to center around the knee and the elbow connect. And extend. Open the arm and leg away from the body. Draw to center around your spine, the knee and elbow connect. And extend. Two more times like that. Open, close, round. Abs are in. One more time. Open, close, round, extend and hold. And then float the left foot up off the mat. And then bring it back to center, hand and knee down, round it into your cat, into your cow, roll the toes under, draw the abs in, firming up your center back in neutral and hover the knees and inch up off the mat. And just hover, slide the shoulders away, keeping them as close to the mat as possible. Keep sending your sits bones to the back, head to the core, to the front for 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one, knees down. Let's grab your band and come to sit on your butt. Band, ring, anything. It's so nice to be back with you guys. Send the arms out, slide the shoulder blades down, just waking up the muscles in your back to tell them they are a part of the equation as well. Press the arms out, so the shoulders down, lift and lengthen, draw the abs in, and tuck your pelvis to round halfway back. Trying to turn off the quads and hip flexors, pulling your abs in, and then sitting up tall. And round halfway. Pressing out, giving that energy into your lats, and lift. Halfway back and hold. Holding here, set the shoulder blades down, draw the abs in, and just little presses out into the band, press out. Can you draw your abs in a little bit deeper? For 5. And hold, send the arms up to the sky. Take yourself back an inch. Take it back an inch. Take it all the way down to the mat. Take a long stretch there. Inhale, press out into the band. And then roll up to your halfway point. Arms back to the front, so the shoulder blades down. You're gonna rotate your rib cage over to the right. So you're rounded halfway and you rotate over. And bring it back to center. And other side twist. Back to center, hold. Turn off the quads and hip flexors, go back a micro inch, tucking your tailbone underneath you. And again, twisting over to the right. And back to center. Twisting over to the left. Back to center, hold. Go back one more tiny little inch. Twist again to the right and hold it at the right. Press out, out. Out, draw the abs and sub the shoulders down for 5. And reach back to center, twisting other side. And hold, and then we do little presses. 3, 2, last one. Rotate back to center. Again, roll down to the mat. Take a long stretch here. Inhale, exhale. Again, we'll roll up to our halfway point. Hold at the halfway point, set the shoulders away from the ears, draw the abs in. Pull your belly in deep, and then micro lift your right leg. Tiny lift off the mat, barely seeing it lift and lower. Left leg, tiny lift and lower. A few more times each way. Can you relax the shoulders away from your ears? 2. Breathe, and last one. And bring it back to center and back up and over to the toes. Take a stretch. hooking the band around your feet. Give yourself a little extra forward fold there. And then keeping it on the right foot. And we'll roll down. All the way down. And just start to come into that hamstring stretch. Shoulders relax. And just start to melt the body before you start to pull the leg back. Can you make sure that your hips are squared? Give your right sits bone a little bit of a push forward. Firm the sacrum in place. And then maybe the right leg comes back a little further. Maybe you can reach the heel up to the sky a little bit further. Maybe you add some bending and straightening of the leg. And then taking it to that point where you feel like you're in your deepest stretch. And just hold it there for a moment. We're going to take a few deep inhales and exhales there. One more breath. And return to center. Taking it onto your toes. And we'll come into our calf stretch. Toes pull down, heel pushes up. And you're going to point and flex. And hold the toes down, heel up. Bringing it back to the center of the foot. Spiral that leg open and out to the side for your inner thigh stretch. Reaching out of your right inner thigh. Pushing your left hip down into the mat. Into the inner thigh. Take one more breath there. And then we'll lengthen that leg back up to the sky. Let it come across the body just a bit. Keep anchoring the back pocket down. Shoulders relax. Breathing into the hip inside of the leg. Two more breaths here. And we'll melt this into a spinal twist. Let the leg go across the body, keeping both shoulders down, looking to your right hand, and the leg just goes any amount across. Let's take a couple of breaths here. And then extend that right leg long on the mat. Feels way better for me. I hope it feels good for you guys. And then let's roll up and over, catching onto the left foot. And we'll roll that, taking the left foot to the sky now. Keeping the left sits bone reaching forward, anchoring the sacrum in place, and then maybe bending and straightening the leg. Breathing into the back of the leg. When you feel like it's at a place it needs to stay, you just hang out there and just breathe into it. Letting your body just relax. And we'll release that, hooking into your toes for your calf stretch. Toes pull down, heel pushes up. And you can point and flex into that. Working on that ankle mobility. And then holding the toes down, heel up, relax the shoulders. And we'll release that, bringing it to the center of the foot, Open out to the side for your inner thigh stretch, keeping your right hip anchoring you down as you lengthen out of your left inner thigh. Maybe you can reach the left toes towards your face a little bit more as you push that heel away from you. Shoulders stay square to the ground. Take one more breath. On your next exhale, let's sweep the leg up to the sky. Keep pushing your left hip away, anchoring your back pocket down, and we'll stretch the side of the hip. And just breathe here. Shoulders relax. One more breath. And then we'll melt to the spinal twist the leg forward. The body looking in the opposite direction. Keeping the shoulders down. And you'll extend that left leg long. Shake it out so the legs are long and loose. And then bend your knees, feet to the mat. Let's just arch and bring your spine up just a couple times just to settle your pelvis now into neutral. So you feel the two extremes coming into neutral, and even just laying here, notice how you can start to tighten your pelvic floor. The low abs start to tighten, your belly draws to your spine, and there's a lot of activation. So if someone stepped on your abs right here, you'd be very supported. Let's take the hands to the sky. Keep the collarbone wide. Inhale, exhale to lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Reaching your fingertips towards your heels, maybe come up one extra little inch, and then lower it all the way back down. Inhale, exhale, waking up those upper abs, knitting the ribs together, noticing how you can float your upper body up, but your pelvis doesn't have to move. So when you lift, you've got a great view of your pelvis. So your hip bone's in line with your pubic bone. Hold this one on the lift. Reach a little further forward, reaching your armpits towards your hips. Now keep your armpits towards your hips as you then lengthen your arms back alongside your ears. So you're stabilizing your shoulder blades and press the hands forward. Inhale to reach the arms back, pull your abs in, exhale, press. Inhale and exhale, you're lifting up out of your pelvic floor. Hold your arms all the way back alongside your ears and small lift. Slide the shoulder blades down so the neck is long. You have that line between your chin and your chest for 3, 2, last one. Lower the head, release the arms to the side, pelvis stays in neutral as you bring your right leg to table. Left leg meets it, shoulders relaxed, draw the abs in. Squeeze your pelvic floor a little bit tighter as you begin to march your right leg forward and float it back up. Left leg forward and float it back up. So the leg stays glued at that 90-degree angle. It falls open from the hip to tap towards the front of the mat. Shoulders are relaxed, neck is long, jaw soft. And tap. Drawing the belly in. Are you activating up out of your pelvic floor? Are you softening the ribs into the body? And then we're gonna float the hands an inch up off the mat. Keep going with the legs. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders. And then we'll go switch and switch. So just taking the legs a touch faster. They can probably move a little bit further away now that the head is up. But if the neck is a problem, you always just keep it down for 3. Breathe. 2. Last one. Meet back in tabletop. Relax everything down. Hug the knees in. Pressure back into the mat. Take a little rock. And then reset, feet to the mat. Back into your neutral. Shoulders relaxed, collarbone wide, legs to table. Squeeze the thighs together. Flex the feet. Dip both heels forward. Just go halfway to start. And then drag it back up. Halfway to start. And drag it back up. But if halfway feels easy, you start to take it a little bit further. If halfway feels like it's maybe too much today, don't go as far. Take it as far as your pelvis will stay still. Shoulders are relaxed, neck is long. Sometimes for me, I have to turn my palms to the sky because it helps widen my collarbone, but that might not be for your posture, but know that everyone's got a different frame. So maybe that might work better for you, or maybe pressing your palms down works better for you. So maybe play with that, see what's good for you. 2 more like that. The lift comes right up out of your pelvic floor. And then we're gonna lift the hands and jump off the mat. Curl the head, neck, and shoulders up. And then take the legs up to your point of control. So maybe they're pretty close to the floor here. Keep your feet together. Open the knees, close the knees. We butterfly open and close. And open and close. Keep reaching the hands forward for 4, 3, breathe, 2, and last one, hold them open, hands in between the thighs and reach this forward, little reach. I don't know about you guys, but missing a week of Pilates for me is not feeling very nice for my body today. For 3, 2, last one, hands back up to the sides, close the knees, draw the legs up, hug the knees in, and relax. You guys probably did Pilates, but I didn't do any last week, and I'm a little bit struggling today. Legs to table, hands to the sky. Inhale, on your exhale, press your hands towards your hips as you shoot your legs away for your 100th prep. See that your abs are drawing in, then draw the knees in, head down, hands up. Inhale, exhale the hands, press the head, lifts, the legs lengthen, and bring it in. Exhale. Using that strong exhale to connect in with the transverse abdominis. Hold this one all the way up and start to pump the arms. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. So you have the option from legs to the sky. They could be a table. They could be out hovering right above the floor. Where do you feel like it's best for you today? Inhale and exhale. So the legs can be in parallel, squishing inner thighs together. You also could have heels together, thighs open. What's best for you? Inhale, big exhale. Inhale. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, big. Let's say inhale. And exhale, hold it here, draw the legs back up, hug the knees in, let the head rock side to side. Legs are gonna go up to the sky, arms go down to the mat. Imagine that your legs are against a wall here. Wide to the collarbone. Let's take a little lift to the hips and lower. Micro lift, tiny lift, and lower. So we want to keep this in the low abs. You're going to just do a tiny lift to make that happen. A little lift and lower. And lift and lower. Keep the collarbone wide for 3, 2, with control, last one. Keeping the legs up. Turn the toes out. We crisscross legs starting with the right. We go criss, cross, cross. Open the legs as wide as the mat and close. Switch, switch, switch. Open, close. So every time the opposite leg lands in the front and you open. Opposite leg in the front and then you open. Switch, 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 open. Shoulders relax. Switch, switch, switch. Open. One more each way. So make sure you've done even on both sides, all the way back to center, keeping the legs up, hands to the sky. We're gonna reach up towards the toes and lower back down. And reach up to the toes and lower back down. We'll reach with control, lower. For 3, 2, and last one. And hug everything in. Take the knees, stir them in the hip sockets. Let go of the tension. And reverse it. And bring it back to center. Place the feet on the mat. Let the heels be just a little bit to the front of the knees. So you don't want to be in too close because it's going to be more challenging to come up. Hands to the sky. You got the beach ball in your hands. Inhale. On your exhale, you're going to lift the head back, the shoulders, and begin to peel yourself all the way up onto your sits bones. Inhale and exhale, slowly rolling it back. So just to roll up with a bent knee. Inhale, all the way down. Exhale, peeling your spine all the way up. And one all the way back down. One more. Inhale, exhale, all the way up. And this time, just roll back halfway to reach your right arm up to the sky and bring it back forward. Left arm up and backward. Maybe you can go back a little bit further. Where is it feeling best for you today? And lift and lower. Left. One more each way. The arm just comes above the head. And then we'll take both arms up to the sky. So the shoulder blades down and march the right foot a tiny inch up and lower and left. And if that feels like it's not available, with the arms up, you would just bring the arms back forward. You say where it's best. One more each way, draw the belly in. Bring it back to center. Bring the arms down and place the forearms behind you on the mat. Lift up out of your forearms, wide collarbone, and we'll bring the right leg to the table, left leg up to meet it. Squeezing inner thighs together, let the knees fall over to the right, drawing your circle down, around, up, holding it at the top, and then back to the left. Down, around, up, and hold. Stirring down, around, up. Stay at center, keep the legs to the sky, rebend, and then sweep back around. Keep the legs up to the sky, bend, sweeping down around. Are you lifting your neck up out of your shoulders? Extend. Now, if you want, when you take the legs up, they could maybe stay up. Maybe the legs stay straight as you sweep down, around, up, holding at the top. And if that doesn't feel great, go back to the bent knee. Stay where it feels best for you. No one place is better than the other. Engaging the abs is the best. You've got one more round, sweeping it down, around, up. Get the neck long, no tension in the collarbone. Bring it all the way back up to the sky, bend the knees. Draw the abs in, roll yourself up, catch the back of your legs. Roll the shoulder blades down. Get super long. You're gonna bring the heels together, hold them towards your tush, set up for rolling like a ball, fingertips to the ankles, draw the abs in, and roll to your shoulder blades. Come up, balance on your sits bones. And again, you roll back, come up, stop yourself at the top just before the heels touch. Round, come up and balance one more time. The knees are open just as wide as the pelvis, not wider. Hold it tight, then legs to table. Extend the left leg long, frame the right knee, lower yourself down to the mat gently to find your neutral spine, and then switch sides for single leg stretch. Switch, and switch, and switch. So if this feels like it's too much for your neck, put your head down and let your legs go closer towards the sky. If it feels great, maybe the legs go closer towards the floor. Where are you getting the most out of it? And if you want, you can reach your hands forward for 3. Breathe. 2. Last one. Back to center, hug the knees and relax the head. Head rock side to side. And legs to table. Reach the hands to the sky. Double leg stretch. We lift the head back to shoulders. Reach your hands just past your knees. Extend arms and legs. Long circle, bring the arms to touch towards the hips. Inhale, the arms and legs lengthen away from the body. Circle, bring it to center. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, bring it to center. Let's do 3 more. Inhale. As the arms reach, can you keep your head, neck, and shoulders in the same place? 2. Last 1. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Open the arms and legs wide and close. You go wide and close. One more time. Bring it back to center. Circle the arms and hug it in and relax. You can draw circles on the ceiling with your nose and reverse. And bring it back to center. Let's bring the feet down for a minute. Let's just regroup into our neutral, make sure our pelvis is in the exact right spot. And then we'll bring the legs to table. Reach the hands to the sky, kick the legs up to the sky, and float the head, neck, and shoulders up. Extend the left leg long, grab gently behind the right leg, point the toes. Little double kick the leg in, scissor, pull, pull. So you inhale at the top, exhale, you switch. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, right leg stays up to the sky, hold. You're gonna walk yourself, you bring your hands behind the thigh, go all the way up, grab to your ankle. And go all the way down. Inhale, exhale, all the way up. And all the way back down. One more, all the way up and hold. Left hand to the outside of the right leg. And then left leg stays where it goes to the floor, your choice. Sweep the right hand to the back. Follow your hand with your eyes and bring it to center. And again, twist and center one more time. Twist and center, switch legs. You guys, today I'm a little bit struggling, I'm not gonna lie. Roll all the way down, and roll all the way up. And all the way down, and all the way back up. This next one, you stay at the top, and then the right hand comes the outside of the left ankle, twist. And bring it back to center, twist. This is exactly why you need to do Pilates all the time. Twist, and bring it back to center, and then bring the right leg up. Hold, tuck your chin, tuck your pelvis, open the legs as wide as your pelvis, roll to your shoulder blades, and come up and balance on your sits bones. Roll, and balance. One more time, roll, up, balance, hold, legs together, hands behind the head, and gently roll yourself down to your shoulder blades, touch them out, hold, take the legs up to the sky, anchor your pelvis in place, move the heels from the toes apart, or legs in parallel. Inhale to let your legs lengthen. Exhale to drag them back up to the sky. You also could do this with your legs at table. You can do this with your head down, arms by your side if the head is down. Your choice. Where does it feel best for you? For 4, 3, with control. Last one. Bring it all the way up, 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 and then hug it in and relax. Rock side to side, roll your knees around, whatever feels good. My hip flexors feel like they're doing way too much today and they're not supposed to be. This means my abs are not working the way they should. And then we'll bring it back to center. Legs to table, hands behind the head. Inhale, exhale to lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Extend your legs long. Pull your right knee in to twist your left shoulder towards your right knee. Rotate back to center with legs long. And then twist. You also could just do this with legs and tabletop and extend the leg up. So your choice, where do you feel like you want to be today? And twist. And twist. Bottom rib to opposite hip. For 2, breathe. Last one each way, rotate and twist and back to center and hug it all the way in and relax. And take a long stretch here. You can shake everything out. Get long, imagine someone's pulling you apart. One more breath. And then firm the back of the legs down, toes up to the sky, hands to the sky. Inhale, exhale. We're gonna peel yourself up off of the mat, vertebra by vertebra by vertebra, up and over, taking it back forward, take a little stretch at the top, and then we're gonna grab the weights. So grab your weights, and we're gonna do a few roll-ups first, and then we'll go into the arms. So sitting up tall, send the arms out long in front, draw the abs in, find your length, because you'll go back to keeping that length, tap your pelvis. So stay long in your vertebra, even as you're rolling. All the way back down. Inhale, exhale, peeling yourself up, up, up. Reaching forward up and over that big imaginary balloon without collapsing your lats. Tap your pelvis, pull your abs in to roll it down. Inhaling at the bottom, exhale, peel it all the way up. Keeping the arms right in front of the shoulders, reaching forward, scoop and roll down. Next one will stay the sky, or it will stay all the way up. Inhale, exhale, roll all the way up. And we roll backwards, keeping the arms long in front of you. I'm just gonna face you guys. And little taps, tap, tap. Slide the shoulder blades down, draw the abs in, and then we go cross and cross. Abs are tight. So Neil had to jump off early today. Keep the right arm on top and little presses forward. So we don't have Neil's story, press and press. And then switch to left on top of right and press, press. 3, 2, hold, turn the palms back up, or turn the palms to the sky, and then bend and straighten here.
bend, and extend. So the other week, I think it happened, I meant to tell you guys before, but I think it happened after class. And I don't think I told you about the other banana girl that came over to me on a Wednesday when we normally have class. Keep the arms out, turn the palms towards each other, and then sit up tall, pull your elbows in. Roll the shoulder blades down. You're gonna flip the palms to the sky, sit up tall to start, and then open the arms out, squeeze your elbows into your sides, and tap the weights in. Open and close. So normally my class is on Wednesday evenings here. And the banana girl came over to me, I was taking pictures. She's like, it's Wednesday. And then it was motioning like workout, like push-up or something. Hold the arms out. They're at about 3/4. You're gonna roll back halfway and press the arms out to the sides. And then pull the elbows back in as you sit up. They go out to about 3/4 with a micro bend of the elbow and pull in. You're gonna hold the halfway back, keep the arms long, and then just little stirs the arms. And she wanted Pilates class. She was really bummed that we didn't have class. And then reverse, because we have curfew, so we aren't having evening, and we're really any classes at this point. Hold it, bring the arms back to the front, turn the palms down again, and then pull the elbows back and press the arms back forward. So then she gave me a banana. I was like, oh my God. I was like, no, you don't need to give me a banana. But she insisted I take the banana. So I was like, okay, I will take the banana. But they're always like, when is class? And they're telling Sharif how they love class. And then hold the arms forward, roll all the way back down to the mat. Lengthen your arms long to take a little stretch. So even let the weights go to the floor so it really opens you up. And then hands back up to the sky. You're gonna roll all the way up, over to the toes, sit up tall, send the arms behind you, and then shift your weight slightly forward. So long spine, arms are long, palms face each other, and let's just tap in, in, in. Keep lengthening out and lift the arms even higher. Hold them towards each other and then just push to the sky, press up. And then flip the palms to the sky, press the arms up, and tap the weights in, in, in. Keep the collarbone opening. And then send the arms up, sit up tall, and then pull the arms up and press overhead. Down and lift. Pull down, press up. Lower and lift. Hold the arms up to the sky, turn the palms together. Bend the elbows and straighten. Bend and extend. Wrap the ribs in. 3, press. And last one, let's just place the weights down, bring the hands directly behind you, fingertips face your hips. Bend your knees a bit, toes to the sky. Roll the shoulders open, tuck your pelvis slightly, and then lift your hips. Shift your weight slightly back. Bend your elbows backwards and straighten. Bend and straighten. Keep drawing the abs in, bend, press. And hold it down halfway in tiny pulses. Long neck, right up out of your shoulders, tiny pulse. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Bring it all the way down. Then we'll take a little stretch to the front. Slide the shoulder blades down. How's everybody doing? We're good? And then across. And we'll come to lay on your left side to start. All the way on the mat, you can rest your head or pop your head up on your hand. Your choice, whatever feels most comfortable for you. Keeping the hips stacked, bring the legs a little bit forward, so a micro inch or so. Push the top hip away from you. Feel your bottom waistline lifting, wrap the ribs in. Top leg up in line with the hip, flex the foot. Feel like someone's pulling your leg longer out of the hip socket, and then sweep it forward and point and sweep it back. Flex to bring it forward and point and sweep it back. Wrap the ribs into the body. Slide the top shoulder away from your ear. Sweep forward and back. Flex, point, sweep. One more. Hold it back and little kicks back. Squeeze the glute. For 5. Back to center. Spiral the thigh to the sky. Sweep it up. Flex to pull it down. Point up. Flex and drag it down. Are you drawing your abs in still? With control 2. Not letting gravity pull it down, but you control it down. It goes all the way down and then we take it back up to the sky to hold. Spiraling the thigh open for our circles, stirring inside of our hip socket. So remember, the leg has to be externally rotated or it's not gonna wanna go anywhere. And then reverse. And hold, flex the foot. And let the leg fall forward to drop to in line with the hip towards the mat and then scoot it back up to the sky. Flex to bring it forward and sweep back up to the sky. Bring it forward and sweep it up to the sky. One more, back up to the sky and bring that leg all the way back down. Bend the knees to 45 degrees. Sitting up for our clamshell. Why was that? I'm completely losing the name. Push the top hip away. Make sure your bottom waistline is lifted. Watch that your top rib and top hip are not coming close to each other. You want to keep them long. Heels together. Open the top knee and close. It's a simple movement. You could really just space out on doing, but you want to really be aware of the form so you can get into your glute med here. Open, squeeze. And if you would like, you could then lift your bottom leg up. So you're getting more of that balance, but is it taking away from the glute? Today, for me, it feels like if I just keep my legs down, I can really focus on my glute more. Some days I need more. Today is not one of them. And we'll keep the legs to the sky, pulses up, up, up. Pelvis staying still for 5. And we'll add our rotation, knee to knee, toe to ankle. Knee to knee, toe to ankle. Oh, that feels so good, that burning in the bum. 2 more. And last one. We lower the leg all the way down, bring the knees to 90 degrees. So directly in front of the pelvis, like your side tabletop. Flex through the feet, make sure the knees are stacked. Sweep the top leg open and let the leg come down to almost touch. Sweeping it open and almost down. Sweep open. I need people. Yeah, it's just they just take the photo. Sorry guys, they hold the leg down halfway and draw little circles. A person ordered a print that they needed for today. The print shop said to come get it this morning and then reverse your circle. I went, it's not ready. Come back in 15 minutes. Oh. And then lower that leg all the way back down. We're gonna prop up on the bottom forearm. Legs go long. Lift up out of your bottom forearm. Roll back on the booty. Take the top arm up to the sky. Both legs squish together. Lift. So I go back, and then of course it's still not done. They're like, well, we'll deliver it to you before 1 o'clock, which is when the person buying it needed it by. It's now almost 2 o'clock in every moment. It's what I deal with here on the regular. Hold both legs up, and then pull the knees in, extend. Pull in, extend, feeling that top oblique. Lift up out of your shoulder 1 more time, extend, and then just roll yourself over to the other side. Magically get there. A little dancing movement over to the other side. Setting up, same thing. Head is up or down, wherever it feels best for your body. The legs come 1 little inch forward. Push the top hip away. So we keep all that length in the spine. Lift the top and flex the foot. Abs in as we sweep it forward, point and kick it back. Flex to bring it forward and point and sweep it back. press. The leg only goes as far as you can keep the pelvis still. The next one stays to the back. And little kicks, kick, kick. And bringing it back to center, spiral the thigh to the sky. Keep pushing your hip away. Extend up, flex, and drag it down. Lift and pull it down. Lift. Up. And then holding it to the sky, spiral the thigh open and draw your little circles. You feel that from the inner thigh. And then reverse. Hold it, flex the foot, and then let the leg come forward in line with the hip, and then scoot it back up to the sky with the outside of the booty. Forward and lift. So not letting it fall to the floor, but lots of control. Make sure it's coming directly from hip. 2. Extend. 1 more. Extend up. And then drag that leg all the way back down. Bend the knees to your clamshell. Pushing the top hip away, being aware of the form. Squeeze the heels together. Open and close. And lift and lower. Lift, squeeze. You get the hold on the top. Control as it comes down. Lift and lower. And breathe. Wrap the ribs in still. If you did so on the other side, you would lift both legs. I'm keeping mine down today, but if you want that balance aspect of it as well. For 3, 2, hold it up, pulses up, up. For 5. And last one, lower both legs. You rotate the knee to the knee, toe to ankle. We go tap, and tap, and tap. And rotate. 4, squeeze. Keeping everything still. It happens inside of the hip socket. Last one. And then lower that leg down. The knees 90 degrees. Flex through the feet. Push the top hip away. And sweep the top leg open. And control that. Sweep open. Control. Lift. And lower. And then hold this one down halfway and circles. Keep the foot flexed. That's what's going to help feel it in the back body even more. And then reverse. Are your abs still drawing in, lifting on your pelvic floor for 3, 2, last one, lower time. Punch the booty out and then prop yourself up onto the bottom forearm. Legs are long. Come a little bit more forward with the legs. Take the top arm up to the sky. Lift up out of your bottom shoulder so you feel the bottom waistline. Roll back on the right booty cheek. Legs super glued as you lift your legs to the sky. And control as they almost touch the mat and then they lift right back up. Breathe. Hold this next one to the sky. Knees into the chin and extend. And in. Extend. And in. 2, and last one, legs out. Let the legs roll all the way down, roll over and meet in a forearm plank. So coming into our forearm plank here, set the shoulders away from the ears, draw the abs in. We're gonna tap the right toes out to the side and bring the center. Tap the left toes up. So we're just alternating tap to the side and center, tap set. How still can your pelvis stay? Are your shoulders right over your elbows? Press the palms down into the mat. Draw the abs in. 1 more each way. Bring it back to center, just hold. Draw the abs in. Lift by your pelvic floor. We're gonna make our way up onto our hands, lift up on one and the other in your full plank. Slide the shoulders down, draw the abs in. And then taking it to a downward dog. And start to pedal the knees up here.
both heels back. And then slowly start to walk your toes towards your hands. Can you keep your hands towards the floor? Now we're more open and maybe not. You bring the hands up when you need to. Meet with the feet hip width apart. And just let everything hang. Letting the arms and head sway side to side. And bring everything back to center. Hip width apart, micro bend the knees. Draw your abs in. We're going to begin to roll your spine up to restack. Just getting longer, taller, stronger than the free hand. Head is last and that lifts. Your shoulders roll away from your ears. And let's take a nice big inhale up. Exhale everything out one more time. Big inhale up. And exhale. And thank you, Pilates Hotties, so much for coming to class today. Stop the record.